Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lau with Kenshin Crafts. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys a very special pen from Goldspot. And guess what? It's a Leonardo, and I am so happy that Goldspot reached out to me for reviewing a pen for them. Thank you so much for Tom at Goldspot for choosing this Leonardo pen for me to review for you guys. So this pen is going to be live today when you guys watch this video. So I will have a link down below, an affiliate link for you guys to check this pen out, buy it if you like it after watching this review. And if you do purchase it through my link, I do get a small commission because I'm now an affiliate with Goldspot. Without further ado, let's turn the camera around and take a look at the pen. Alright, so the Leonardo Momento Magico Neve D'inverno comes in this beautiful sleeve here, filled with a picture of frost-covered fields. It's super beautiful. And then it comes in the another sleeve. This is a yellow sleeve. Now these ones are a little harder to push the box out of, so it doesn't just come out easily. So I open both sides and then push the box out from one side. Okay, and then it comes in a clamshell box. I think all Leonardos have moved to this type of a box now. And then inside you have the international guarantee or the lifetime warranty paperwork. And so if you do find any defects with your pen or your nib, you can work with your retailer to have Leonardo fix your pen. Now just remember that whenever you use your warranty and have your pens shipped out of the country to be worked on by the company, it does take a couple of months for it to be repaired and then come back to you. So there is that you have to take into consideration. If your pen doesn't write well out of the box, you can contact Goldspot and they will work with you to get that taken care of right away without needing to use the warranty right away. But the warranty is good for you if you use the pen and then you find some issues later down the line. All right, and then here's the pen. I was pretty shocked that it was this kind of a demonstrator pen. So you guys know me, I love my Leonardos. I collect tons of Leonardo Momento Zeros. I do not have a lot of Magicos, but this Magico is so unique and it actually feels pretty good in my hands. So this is Goldspot's exclusive with Leonardo for winter 2024, and this is called the Neve D'inverno, and that means winter snow in Italian. The pen is a transparent pen body with these gorgeous small little sparkles, white, silvery blue sparkles scattered throughout the transparent body. And then there's also chatoyant areas. You can see how the light, when the light hits it, it shimmers like that. So it not only is it sparkly, but it's also chatoyant. So if you love a transparent demonstrator type of pen, this Leonardo Momento Magico is perfect for you. And if you like sparkles, then, you know, it's 2 in 1. So Momento Magico means magic moment. And so the Momento Magico line represents a magical moment in nature or life in general. And for this pen, the inspiration for this magical moment is where snow casts a magical spell that turns the cold, dark winter night into a wonderland of white. And with this one, Leonardo captures the beauty and grace of a soft snowfall. And I think that it's just such a perfect moment, like a magical moment in winter. I love winter. I love Christmas. This pen makes me think of a snow globe because of all that sparkly white glitter in there. Makes me think of the snow falling in a snow globe. I used to collect snow globes when I was younger. So very beautiful pen. This pen is adorned with silver trims. So it's got the Leonardo roller clip there in silver. And the cap band there is the geometric shapes that you see in a lot of Momento Magicos. Now, I think this pen would have looked really great with rose gold trim as well. I think it would have accented this white very well. Otherwise, I do think that the silver meshes really well with the whole aesthetic, so it doesn't take away too much from the the beauty of the barrel. All right, and then the pen comes with a steel Leonardo La Fenice Yovo nib. This La Fenice is just the name for like Phoenix, and it's the design of this nib. I think it's such a gorgeous nib design. It's got the wings and the Leonardo name as well as the fine nib size there, and it comes with a plastic feed. Now I think Leonardo's plastic feed do just a fine job at using it for shimmer inks or any kind of inks really. So let's take a look at some measurements, and then I will compare this with some pens, some other pens in my collection for you guys. All right, so here are some pens that I have to compare with the with Goldspot's exclusive Leonardo Momento Magico. This is my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande, the Momento Zero. This is a Benu Euphoria. This is Lamy All-Star and a TWSBI Eco. So as you can see here, it's the middle size between a Momento Zero and a Momento Zero Grande. It's a little taller than the Lamy All-Star and the TWSBI Eco. And if you have these uncapped, you can see that the Momento Magico is about the same length as a TWSBI Eco and a Lamy All-Star. I like the Lamy All-Star and the TWSBI Eco unposted, so this is the perfect length. And if you do like to post your pens, I typically don't post any of these except for perhaps the Momento Zero and maybe the Momento Magico. So once posted, they are very long pens, and I would say that when they're posted, the Leonardo Momento Magico sits about the same length as a TWSBI Eco, and just slightly longer than a Momento Zero, which I sometimes post, but it's a little bit heavy when I post the Momento Zeros. But if you post the Momento Magicos, they are not as heavy, and so it is pretty well balanced, posted and unposted, and the length of it posted is just perfectly fine as well. I do find that this pen posts securely. It does not fall off at all. So this is a very, very good pen to post if you like posting your pens. All right, now let's take a look at a writing sample of this Leonardo Momento Magico, and I have decided to ink it up with this Tono and Limbs ink. It is called, and it's in Japanese only, it is Yamada ga Naname. It's a really, really beautiful gray leaning teal. It's very blue and green with some gray in it, and it's got gold shimmers. So I thought that would be beautiful, perfect color for winter and a winter themed pen. So let's ink this up, and then I will do a little swatch and writing sample. So I just want to prepare my pen by turning the piston knob all the way to the bottom so that I can get a full fill. And then for shimmer inks, you can see the shimmer particles in there. You want to lightly twirl your your bottle so that the ink shimmers, so that the ink and the shimmers kind of mix together. You want to be gentle when you do this so that you don't get lots of air bubbles. It doesn't require you to like shake it very, very hard for the ink and the shimmers to mix well together. And you might not get all of the shimmers to mix, but that's okay. Like there's enough shimmers for you to get a good amount of shimmer by doing this. All right, then submerge your pen and then just twist the knob. So I think I got a pretty good fill. Yeah, I filled about maybe a little bit more than half, and that is fine with me because then I can see it's like sloshing and twirling inside the pen. So yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then you see the ink. Now, if you have a very, very shimmery ink and the ink color is not as dark, you can see it even better. But this ink is kind of dark when it's in here, but it's a lighter teal ink. All right, so let's just do a quick swatch of this ink so you can see how gorgeous it is. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful teal. Perfect shade for winter, I think. All right, then let's do a writing sample of this Leonardo pen. Leonardo Momento Magico, Neve D'inverno. And this is a fine nib. And the ink is Tono and Lim. Tono and Lim's Yamada ga Naname. Yes. All right, and then let's do some line tests. It writes very, very well from all strokes, which means that the nib is tuned very well and it is aligned. This nib is a very stiff steel nib, so I do not have any, there's no line variations, and I also would not want to push this nib. You do not want to spring any nibs. You want to write with a soft touch with your fountain pens because typically the ink should write under the pen's own weight. So here's no pressure, here's pressure. And so for steel nibs, when you add more pressure to your pens, you just get more ink on the page and it will look like it's a broader tip, which, you know, because of that added pressure, it will look a little broader. So if you really want to push it, you can get the slightest amount of line variation if you start with a very soft touch. Now let's look at the wetness of this combination. It is pretty average. It is a lighter ink. It's not very, very saturated. But I think that the flow of this ink from this Leonardo Momento Magico is just perfect. It is a shimmer ink, so you'll want to kind of like just do this to your pen from time to time. Kind of swirl and mix the ink with the shimmer. All right, I love this ink color. It is saturated enough for me to read. It is light and easy on the eyes, and it is perfect for winter. This pen is perfect for winter. All right, so here are some of my final thoughts on this pen. If you love a demonstrator pen where you can see the inner works of the pen, this pen is for you. If you like to be able to see the inside of your pen when you clean it, because it is transparent, you can see how well you've cleaned the ink out. This pen is for you. Another pro of this pen that I enjoy is that just basically the aesthetic is just super unique to me in my collection. It definitely stands out because of how it's a transparent body demonstrator type pen with these beautiful chatoyant shimmers. The nib performance on steel Leonardo nibs are superb. They're really good. If you do get a bad one, obviously, you know, every pen brand is not immune to having some quality issues on their nibs from time to time. If you do get a bad nib, you can just work with your retailer to get that resolved. But otherwise, my fine nib wrote so smooth. It had the slightest bit of feedback. I enjoy it. Another great thing about this pen is that it does have an inner cap. Usually the Leonardo Momento Zeros, I don't see an inner cap, but because you can see the inside works of this transparent pen model, you can see that there's an inner cap in there, and that inner cap serves as a purpose to shut the nib and feed unit away from any air. So this is going to be kept extremely airtight, and it'll keep your nib very wet. Even if I have not used this pen in over a week, it'll still write amazingly. I actually don't have a lot of critiques about this pen because it does serve a unique purpose in my collection. I think the only downfall really, but this is a thing of Leonardo internal piston fillers, is that sometimes you might not completely clean the inside of your chamber of the ink. Because of that, Leonardo does have a tool that will allow you to clean the pen by disassembling the pen just like a TWSBI. So the whole back part of this pen will come off. You can clean the inside very well that way. So that is the only nitpicky thing I will have about this pen. If you don't have that tool, you might sometimes see little bits of ink still left inside your chamber if you aren't able to clean it very well. Other than that, this pen is extremely well built. It looks beautiful. It holds a ton of ink. So I really don't think there's anything too bad you can say about this pen. It's just amazing. Now, if you like a black pen, if you like a very subtle pen, this one is not it. It is a white shimmery pen, and you can see the ink inside. So take that for what you will, but yeah, that is all I have to say about this beautiful Goldspot pen. I want to thank you, Tom and Goldspot, again. Thank you so much for sending this pen out to me to review, and, you know, a complimentary pen to add to my collection. Again, I just wanted to say that I am an affiliate now with Goldspot, so I will have an affiliate link down below to purchase this pen. If you do buy this pen through my link, I will get a small commission. So my Leonardo lovers out there, if you do so, that you'll be supporting me, and I thank you so much for that. But also, I do have a Goldspot affiliate code now too that allows you guys to get discounts on most pen brands and most items at Goldspot. Leonardo, unfortunately, is not discountable at Goldspot, but a lot of other pen brands will be. And so in my description box, I will detail every brand that you cannot use my discount code on. But if you shop through my links, again, that will support me. So thank you so much again for joining me in looking at this gorgeous, beautiful Neve D'inverno Leonardo Momento Magico. If you enjoyed your time with me, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.